Okay, so today what we're going to do is keep looking at our simple square where we're using our tortoise to actually draw the simple square. So just to recap from yesterday, remember the first thing we're doing is using this command tortoise.show. And so when we're actually creating code, we're structuring our statements in such a way that the object appears first, and then a dot, and then we've got our verb or our action that we actually want to happen. So it's kind of like a noun, and then the dot, and then our action, our verb. So in a sentence, we would normally say something like show the tortoise. So if you can structure your statement as a sentence, then what you would normally do is look in that sentence for the noun, and that's going to be the start of your statement. It's going to be separated with a dot, and then if you can find your verb, that's going to end your statement. That's the action that you want the tortoise to perform. So here we've got down the bottom our second statement that we created, which was tortoise.move. So we wanted to move the tortoise 50 pixels. And so we have our object, our tortoise, and then our action, okay, our method, and we want him to move 50 pixels. And so that's one of the properties that we use. And remember, you've got that help. So when you hover over your action, your method, you'll actually get this extra little bit here that actually gives you some examples and gives you help. Okay, the third thing we wanted to do was to turn the tortoise 90 degrees to the right. So we've got our tortoise dot turn and 90 degrees. Now we're going to have a look at the fourth thing we're going to do. We're going to actually change the color of our tortoise. So the first thing we have to do is look at our sentence, and we work out what the noun is there in our sentence, what the line is that we want to do. So we want to change the color of the line the tortoise draws to blue. So the tortoise, once again, is going to be, numlock is on, let's turn that off. We want to get our tortoise, and then we can finish that with a tab. And then we put our dot, and we want to change the color of the line. So we can have a look around, and you can see if you go to C, because that could be somewhere where color is, there's no option under C. As we scroll down through the list, you'll see there's a whole lot of things you can set about the tortoise. So one of the things you can set is the pen color. And so you've got to imagine that the tortoise is actually dragging a pen along attached to his tail. So let's try set pen color, and then we'll start our brackets, and you'll see our context sensitive help pops up, and we have the example here of tortoise.set pen color red. Now we want to set it to blue. So you can see how red has worked. It's inside quotes with the word red. And let's just try doing the same thing for blue. And then we always finish our line with a semicolon. All of our red's gone away, so hopefully that's successful. So if we push our play button or our start button, the program will compile, and hopefully our tortoise will draw a blue line and turn right 90 degrees. Now you can remember that the order of statements occurs vertically from top to bottom. So even though we wrote this line as number 4, this is actually the first thing that's happening. Now, my challenge I left you with at the end of last lesson was to try to draw a square. Now the easiest way to do that is to simply use copy and paste. So just like in Word, you would select everything, copy, and then we want to repeat that. So paste, 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 and hopefully what we've now got is he's going to move forwards 50, turn right 90, move forwards 50, turn right 90, forwards 50, right 90, forwards 50, right 90, which should give us a square. And when we run that, the program will compile, and away our little turtle goes, or tortoise goes. Okay, and so we've got our square created. So that's one of the solutions that we gave you, or that you would have to the problem I gave you the other day, where I wanted you to create a square. I'm going to pause there, and then I would like you to get to this stage as well, and I'm going to show you an alternate way to get that turtle to draw using a loop. So you don't have to write the code over and over again, you can just create a loop which will repeat statements multiple times. So we'll pause there, have a go at getting your pen colors working and your square working, and then come back and we'll have a look at loops.